these glasses reflecting back. Can y'all see me? Whatever. Hello, beautiful cousins. Yikes. Should I leave that in? That was nasty. I know. But you know what? If I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, then I gotta leave in the footage. You know, I gotta... Even though the kid is getting over a seasonal cold, I want to get on here, do my makeup, and talk to y'all about some of the resolutions I have as we go into the new year. The resolutions that I've prepared fall into 3 major categories: self-care, relationships, and social media. I was just at Ulta Beauty and it looks like my pencil is running out. But luckily, I keep a few of them. Because if I run out, I'm crashing out. Like, I need to be able to do my brows. And by the way, this eyebrow pencil is from NYX. It's in the color Espresso. Let's start with self-care. How about that? One thing about me and resolutions, I've learned the hard way that I have to do things that make sense for me, that I can actually accomplish. You know what I mean? Because then if I set a goal and I don't accomplish it, then I feel not less than, I don't know the word, maybe it is less than, but I feel unaccomplished. And I need to set goals that are attainable for me. And so I encourage y'all to do the same. Just because you see someone saying they're gonna drink a gallon of water a day, I mean, water is good for you, but like, don't overdo it if that's not you. Like, if half a gallon is you, then set a challenge to drink like 3/4 a gallon one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like set goals that are attainable for you. One of my self-care goals is for me to get up a little bit earlier each day so that I can make more time for myself. Because as it is right now, a lot of the times I feel like I'm rushing. And I don't want to feel like I'm rushing when I'm making content. I mean, it does make for some good content when it's like, oh, get ready with me, I only have 10 minutes. But the reality is, I only got 10 minutes. So it's like, should I even be making this content? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like just a responsible adult. And I feel like for me, that looks like getting up at least an hour and a half before I have to leave the home, or 2 hours before I have to leave the home for work. Honestly, even if I'm working from home, just waking up 2 hours before that start time, just to do things like, for example, eat breakfast. What else can I do during that time? I can like decide on whether or not I'm filming, decide on my outfit. There's ample time if I give myself that time. My eyebrows are looking crazy now. I'm gonna fix them though. I'm gonna fix them. I'm going to a brunch, so I'm double priming my face. First I used Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and now I'm going in with this Danessa Merrick Balm. I've had this for a long time. But honestly, I started using it when everybody else started using it, so. Anyways, number 2 is just making sure that I actually go to sleep early. I think that could help with everything else, right? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. This Pat McGrath brown color is actually one of the only colors that shows up as brown on my eyelids. Everything else shows up as purple or something else. I'm sure there's like some scientific explanation for this, but I don't care what the explanation is, it'd be pissing me off. Number 3 on my self-care list is also going to the gym and developing an exercise routine that just feels natural to me. You know, as I get older, I definitely want to have some sort of routine to kind of like lean on. You feel me? And not for nothing, with this new medication, y'all, I've put on about 14 pounds in about a month and a half now. So I'm not really sure if the medication is almost inspiring me to have a healthier appetite, because that's what I've noticed. But I do notice a little bit of overeating too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do notice a little bit of overeating. But either way, I would like to include the gym in my routine. But I'm thinking that it could be included in the part where I'm like, oh, I want to wake up early and do X, Y, and Z. I could include the gym in that earlier portion. So it's going to take a lot of discipline. You know what I mean? And The thing is, I do have discipline. I do. Like, I have to remind myself of that because sometimes I want to cut myself short and be like, or is it sell yourself short? I can't even laugh the way I want to. But sometimes I sell myself short and I'm just like, oh, I don't have discipline. But girl, you need a discipline. Come here, come here. You need a discipline in order to graduate from Georgetown Law with honors. You can't do that shit without no damn discipline. Okay? So you gonna find the discipline to do this stuff too. Yay. Number 4, also part of self-care, is just making sure that when I walk out of the house, I feel like I'm that girl. I want to feel that before I step into the presence of other people. Because if I don't feel that, how the hell is everyone around me supposed to feel that? So that means that, you know, I'm taking time to do my makeup. I take the time to pour positive energy into myself. I take the time to get my nails done. I take the time to just, you know, do stuff that like makes me happy. Do my hair. You know what I'm saying? Learn to do my own hair. And da-da-da. Meaning wigs because I have alopecia, right? So y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, it's all about being like that girl and really stepping into it. Like I already have that I'm that girl 24/7 in my Instagram bio, in my TikTok bio. Shit, I might even put in this bio. I don't know. But I actually want to emulate that. Y'all feel me? You know? I stopped at Ulta Beauty to get this foundation from NARS. It's called Cadiz or something. I don't know if it actually is my color. Don't mind the other marks on my hand. I was just like trying out different like lip pencils. But I don't know if this is my color. We're gonna have to find out. Maybe I gotta mix it with something that is my color. Like from Lancome. Maybe I'll mix both of them. I think mixing these will give my color. We finna experiment, y'all. Did I just create like a perfect match for myself? That would be awesome if I did. Let's move on to the next category, which is relationships. Yes, and this is both romantic and platonic relationships, by the way. I'm in a relationship with my wonderful boyfriend and it has been going really, really well, but that doesn't mean I can't set like certain resolutions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? No relationship is perfect, but if you have all of like the key things like communication, etc., you gonna be all right, you know? That doesn't mean to settle for like less than, by the way, you guys. I'm talking about like with somebody who is your equal already. You feel me? And everyone just comes to the table not as a perfect person. And so we all got learning to do. So anyways, one thing I would like to do with my man is to have check-ins on a weekly basis where we talk about what we're doing right, you know what I'm saying, and what we would want more of. I feel like relationships are honestly a lot of give and take, a lot of compromise. How are you supposed to know these things if you're not being deliberate about the conversation, right? So I just feel like this is something that we can prioritize and, you know, just see how it goes from there. I mean, so far, again, it's been going wonderfully. So it's just like, if anything, just another mechanism to make us stronger. I think mixing the two foundations just gave me my perfect match without me even trying to get my perfect match. I love that for me. Another resolution I have is to take at least like 1 to 2 vacations a year together as a couple, like just us two. It's so important in order to maintain like that kind of connection, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're thinking about having kids in the future and stuff like that, and there's friends and there's family. There's just a lot of other components, outside components, but I like spending that one-on-one time where we're just like disconnected from the world, except I'm not really disconnected because I be filming content. But he understands that, but like disconnected in the other sense of like, it's just me and you, baby. So we actually have a trip planned. This trip is definitely going to take me out of my comfort zone, y'all, okay? The first place we're staying, I think it's in the jungle. So yeah, definitely out of my comfort zone. And the second place we're staying though is more up my alley. It's like a very luxury hotel. So that's another thing with being in a relationship. There's a lot of compromise. And so he used to backpack a lot. And so I definitely allowed him to have the reins and picking like where he wanted to stay for the first leg of the trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we want to stay together? So the thing about relationships, y'all, is it comes with a lot of compromise. And so I didn't want the entire trip to just be like, oh, Priscilla, luxury over the top. I was like, we gonna do whatever my baby wants to do too. He's actually like a former backpacker, y'all. He backpacked through like Europe. He backpacked through Central America, South America. And so when it came to planning this vacation, as much as I wanted to do like, oh, all about Priscilla and like, let's do it my way, you know, I was like, no, like we gotta do stuff like your way too. Like, let's do something you wanna do. Let's stay somewhere you wanna stay. And in the type of accommodations that you wanna stay in. And for him, you know what that means? A hostel. But we'll come back to that in another video. And just in general, I want to make sure I'm spending more time with people in my life who I adore, like my family and my friends, in addition to my partner. I want to spend more time with his family. I just, you know, I love creating memories, and memories are just so important. And sometimes with work and stuff and just other commitments, I kind of just kind of keep to myself. You know what I mean? It could be mental health too, but I'm going to try and push against that and really try to like, you know, make sure that I'm spending time with people who I really care about. I cannot get enough of this like e.l.f. blush. It's called Berry Well, like berry as in a fruit. And I just, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Like, look at this. Look at the pigment. It's just so pretty. So, so pretty. I'm glad I randomly stumbled on it, like just shopping when I didn't have no business shopping, you know, and found it. The best find in a long time, to be honest. But anyways, let's talk about social media and my goals when it comes to my social media platforms. My first goal is to accrue a larger following across all the platforms I currently have, which happens to be TikTok, Instagram, and now YouTube. Right now, across all platforms, I have, let's say, 207-ish thousand cousins. And I'm trying to get, by the end of the year, maybe up to around 400,000 cousins across all platforms. I think the number is actually doable if I am consistent with my content. I think in the past that has been my biggest issue. And we all know now it's because I wasn't properly medicated, unfortunately. I was living with like certain mental health things, and like I finally figured out that puzzle that has been a puzzle for so many years. And it has led me back to content creation and doing the stuff I love when it comes to creating the content. Another goal I have is to speak on different panels, one being for like a law school and another being maybe for a podcast or something like that. I think that would be so, so dope. I would love to be on a podcast and talk someone's ear off. My third goal is to land a really big partnership deal that really has me considering my future. Like, dang, like, do I continue lawyering? Do I not continue lawyering? Can I do both? Like, I want a moment like that where I'm like, what to do? Because I know I'm going to figure out what to do. You feel me? To get that opportunity either way would be life-changing. And I feel like, you know, 2025 is the year for life-changing moments, period. Those are some of my resolutions. What are some resolutions? Hold on. Now that all that spraying is done and now the drying's happening, what is at least one resolution that you have for yourself going into this new year? I'm so curious, cousins. I know y'all got some good ones. Okay, y'all, so that's it. I'm about to head out right now and I'm running late, of course. I did not mean to run late this time, but I am running like 20 minutes behind. That's not too bad, I guess. And we gotta go into Brooklyn, so maybe it is bad. But anyways, I hope you guys have a very, very happy new year. Stay safe out there, cousins, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Before I go, let me show you guys the look without the glasses on, because I'm not going to wear the glasses. I'm just so used to wearing the glasses now that I don't know. But anyways, bye, cousins.